Oh, whoops. So when you hop out of the game, it automatically pauses, which is nice. It just pauses the stuff for you. So Cartomantic, a tactical tarot roguelike deck builder where positioning matters just as much as the cards themselves. Craft decks of minor and major arcana, create powerful combos, make your power reach the millions, and overcome the formidable Arcana Trials to see what lies within. So we are looking at deck building, we're looking at layouts and positioning, and we're looking at making lots and lots of points. So let's go ahead and resume. Let's see, video, I did borderless windowed. Audio, I did turn it down. It started at 100%, so I brought it down a little bit. I'm going to bring the music and the effects down a little bit too. But it looks very pretty. I also really like the sort of pixely representations of the tarot cards. It reminds me of playing games back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, if you will, more the 80s. So yeah, let's have a look. And let me get a link in chat for you, because you can wishlist it on Steam. Okay. What's the vibe? Do you want to start a new journey? Or do you want to enter potential space? Let's start a new journey. And let's go. Oh! We have a fluffy companion. Albus. Hi there, I'm Albus, your fluffy companion. I'm here to teach you how to play. Start by choosing the creation scenario. Okay, so this is the scenario. After you clear a reading, manifest cards to add to your deck. This here is a reading. During readings, your goal is to gain enough power to exceed fate. Okay. Inspect the power indicator. So we have 0 power, and the fate indicator is at 100. Gain power by creating spreads. When you place a held card, you add it to your spread. Okay, use the mouse button 1 to place a card in the center. Usually, adding a card to your spread will create marks. Hover the mark on the space. Okay, so we placed the 7 of the Fool, and that created a mark to its upper and left. Okay. Cards have different effects that interact with their marks. You can hover any card to see its effect and mark pattern. Inspect your held card. Okay. Pardon me. Usually, card effects require covering their marks with another card. Okay, so the Ace of the Fool tarot card, it creates marks. Every turn, covered marks grant 1 power. So it looks like if I put it down, it's going to create marks to the top and to the upper right. Okay. So we actually aren't, so this is, we are not using the tarot, we're using the tarot like you would a deck. We're not using it like a hand. So whatever the next card up is, that's what we place. So we're going to place it here. So that created marks to the above and to the upper right. You have limited energy per reading, and placing a card costs 1. Exceed fate and clear the reading. Good luck. Oh no, I'm on my own now. Okay. So you'll create marks to the right of you and upper. So I could put you here. Oh, it'll tell you. Oh, I can put them anywhere on the board. Interesting. And that, okay. Oh, I can. Oh, I discarded. I didn't want to discard. I want to rotate. Oh, of course, because it can be inverted. So if I put the page of the Fool here, reversed, sorry, the tower reversed. Then I put that there. Okay. You've encountered a pin token. If you choose it, you'll be able to get a pin. Okay, so here's where the strategy really starts to come in. Picking cards means that when you place the card, it's going to highlight spaces around its position where you can earn points. And that really feels like that is the main thing, is positioning on the board. So for instance, the King of the Hierophant is to the left and to the upper right. And if it's covered, gain 5 power for each reading you've cleared with this card in your deck. Interesting. What I wouldn't mind is, again, when it, okay, sorry. Covered, sorry, it has exactly what I wanted. I was just looking in the wrong place. When you hover over a card in a deck builder, the fact that the mechanics are explained to you in little pop-ups is chef's kiss perfection. So thank you for that. So if it's covered, meaning when a card is placed on a space, gain 5 power for each reading you've cleared with this card in your deck. Okay, so it's going to continue to go up. But I want to see what a pin is, because a pin sounds like I might be a passive. Pins live outside your deck and have passive effects. You can hold as many as you like. Ooh. Okay, so with the manuscript, Hierophant cards will re-trigger, so that's a way to get more points. The fertilizer pin, Empress cards re-trigger cards covering their marks. Ooh. So this just re-triggers the card you place. This re-triggers every card that's on their mark. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Third row repeater. Every turn it re-triggers cards in that row. Oh, this one sounds more interesting. And I kind of see like it's a pin, but it's got an extra little, like the little 3. Okay, so we'll take this one. Okay. Each journey consists of 7 trials. Trials are readings with unique challenges. To attempt a trial, you must first complete a series of readings, like the one you just did. With each reading you clear, fate will escalate. So yeah, it gets harder with each one. Okay. Now this is interesting. So augmentation as a reading, the next scenario. After you clear a reading, gain the ability to improve cards in your deck. Destruction. After you clear the reading, bring forth and destroy unwanted cards from your deck. We're going to go with more cards for now. Okay, you can use R or the scroll wheel. Okay. So here's how we start getting points. First off, we have to get 130 fate points. So that is the goal. The Eight of the Fool creates marks. It creates them above and to the left. Sorry, above and to the upper left. Every turn, those covered marks, so every turn, the covered marks grant 15 power. So I want to cover them as soon as I can. And you can see, I like that reversing the card is an aspect in this because it also tracks with tarot. So we'll put the Eight of the Fool. We'll put it here. Okay. So it created 2 marks. And every turn, if I cover them, it creates 15 power. So 15 power seems to kind of be the standard. So I wish you could kind of move the cards out of the way. But right now, I'm going to place this here so that it's covering a mark and its mark is covered by the 8. So that's 15 and 15 and 15. Okay. I feel like I want to put the ace of the fool here because it creates a mark above it and upper to the right. And again, 15 power, so placing that there will give me 15 power there, and we're starting to boop, 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 because it's every turn. It's every turn is when you're getting the points. So that's what's like, okay. Spaces can hold up to 3 marks, but only 1 card. Okay. So the 9 of the Fool creates 2 spaces above or below. So I'm going to put that there. Although you can see what's up next. So if you want to plan ahead, you can plan ahead. The 5 of the Fool is... So if I put that there... Yeah, okay. I'm going to put this here. Oh, never mind. Clear the reading. Yes! Okay. Continue. Trust. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Reveal up to 6. Revealing a card grants it a random enchantment. 1 is a curse. If you reveal a curse, you can no longer skip. Add all revealed cards to your deck. Oh. Okay. So you just gained an enchantment burst. This card can be placed without consuming energy. Nice. You've gained the popular enchantment. This card gains 1 retrigger when you place a card adjacent to it. Rush. This card starts every reading at the top of your deck, so that's interesting. So now we will always start with the 2 of the Fool at the top of the deck. All right, when you draw this card, lose 10% of your current... Ah, crap. Is that the curse? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. So if we just started pulling things without getting to the curse, then okay, that's fine. We'll take them all. That's fine. We'll take a curse. What's a curse? Okay. Transformation. After you clear a reading, morph your cards into new forms or gain the ability to improve cards. So let's try morphing. It's morphin' time. Okay, you can move the WASD. Oh. Oh, there we go. That's how we, okay. That's how we can look at the deck. Okay. And remember, because it has the rush, it starts at the top of the deck. Now, what's interesting is the Ace of the Fool also got the rush. So they both start at the top of my deck. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna put you there. And you there. Okay, now I just need to start. Now I really need to start putting a card down. You've got the 2, so I'm going to put this here. Okay. This gains 1 retrigger when you place a card adjacent to it, but I'm going to put you here so that you're on 3 marks, and you have 2 cards covering your spots, and that might be... Yeah. That's it. Okay, choose all or nothing. All cards will be transformed. All cards will gain a random enchantment. So I have the 3, the 6, and the King of the Fool. Oh, that's an interesting layout. Yeah, so transform means it changes a card's suit, rank, or both, preserving other properties, and also all cards gain a random enchantment. So it's all or nothing. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, so you do get a log of what happens, which I do appreciate. But I also, let me look at my deck to see what just happened. Okay, so these were the cards that changed. I now have new suits in my deck. Okay, the 10 of the Empress. It creates marks. Every covered mark grants 15. Spaces with uncovered marks gain an additional mark. Oh, unless the space is at full capacity. Okay. You start at the top of my deck. You have bursts you can place without consuming energy. So this is interesting. This one only grants 10 power per energy. Oh, 10 power per energy. Ooh. And this is now the 2 of the Priestess. Create marks that increase the capacity of their space. Also, I can discard it without spending anything. So before we had spaces that could have up to 3 marks on them. Now, those spaces can have 4 marks. Huh. Okay. All right. Cool. I like the morphing. I like the morphin time. So let's try another one. Okay, once again, we have these start at the top of our deck. So we'll put you here. And put you here. Okay, so again, uncovered marks gain an additional mark. So I'm going to put you here. Oh, unless it's at capacity. So my bad. That's not the thing. It doesn't increase the capacity. It actually just, it increases the mark. So you now have 3 marks on this space. I'm going to do a nice little square here. The Fool is going to cover both of these 2 and already be on a space with 3 marks on it. So let's go ahead and do this. Also, the Empress retriggers when there's a card next to it. Also, I had the pin that does that. So yeah, there was a lot going on there. A lot. Okay, so this is a different transformation morphing option. We will transform the suit of all the cards shown. Their new suit will be that of the most common suit in your deck, excluding the Fool suit. So it's probably going to turn them into the Priestess, the Empress, or the Chariot, one or the other. Let's just go for it and see what happens. Empress. Okay, Empress cards. And again, Empress cards, when you play them, they will increase the marks of the spaces that are uncovered. So this is how you start trying to play your suits. So the Empress, when you place it down, if whatever it marks, it's going to increase that mark by 1. The Priestess increases the capacity of the space. So that's the one that increased the capacity. And the Chariot grants you 10 power per energy. So you place the card and it grants you, the covered marks grant 10 power per energy that you have left for playing. And the Fool, the Fool is like the basic. Every mark is 15 power. Okay. Let's manifest cards to add to my decks. Let's go with creations. And also 1 readings until worthy. When will I be worthy? Okay, so again, the Empress. Spaces with uncovered marks gain an additional mark. So, and the next one up is the Ace. So I almost always put, hold on a second. Also, the fertilizer pin means that Empress cards re-trigger cards covering their marks, which is why the points were going boom, 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 boom. Also, every turn it re-triggers cards in that row. So let's put as many cards in the third row as possible. It's wasteful because it can't increase them anymore because it got re-triggered. Because you're okay. Let's put you there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start. I need to start getting the cards that will start re-triggering, that'll start increasing the capacity. Okay, so let's put you here. Because yeah, also, yeah, you were covering that. All right, so 10 of the Empress. We'll put you on the third row as well. Yeah. And I will say, it's early days. It's early days, so we're getting through his readings kind of quickly. Okay, each card has 2 enchantments. So the Emperor. So for the Emperor, each uncovered mark, draw a random card from your deck and place it on the space. Now this is interesting. So if I play this, it's going to randomly put 2 cards on that space already. I don't know what they're going to be, but it's going to put them there. Also, it starts at the top and it can be placed without consuming energy. Okay, Pentacles. Okay, create marks. Every turn, covered marks at full capacity. So you saw like you have to get like 3 out of 3 marks. Every one grants 25 power. So also, if you look at the pattern, it is affecting cards that aren't even adjacent to it anymore. Also, its enchantments are, you can discard it freely. When you place a card adjacent to this one, that one gains 1 re-trigger. Okay. And then the 10 of Wands. Wands. Okay, so Wands, every turn, covered marks grant 15 for each mark of a unique suit in the space. So if I place this down, and again, it has marks that aren't even adjacent to it, I have to put cards that are different suits in those spaces for it to maximize its ability. And it also has the re-trigger and the crown. Okay. I think the Emperor is interesting because it's going to be it's going to be very weird. So I'm going to do that and see what happens. Okay. Cutting Obligation. Your trial awaits. Also, hey, Astromantha, welcome on in. And yeah, I like the pixel art minimalist tarot card style. Like I said, it reminds me of old school gaming kind of thing. Okay. When you place a card of a different suit than your previously placed card, fate escalates by 5%. So the amount that we have to hit goes up if we change up our cards, our card suits. Yikes. Okay. Okay. So this is a trial. And you can see the reminder of the trial is up there in the corner. When you place a card of a different suit than your previously placed suit, fate escalates by 5%. Oh, okay. We're already going to be in trouble because our first 2 cards are different suits. So, all right, that's, you know what? Let's just go for it. Same strategy that we've been doing, putting the Empress down. It triggers twice. It's also wasteful because it's multiply processing. Okay, last time we did Yeah, let's put the Fool there. Yeah, Fate has already gone up by 5%. Okay, that there. Okay. We're about to have Fate go up again because I've only got this, but we can at least get it to cover. Let's do that. Yes! I didn't get to do the weird one. I should have held out and done the weird one. Okay, the contrast on this is a little bit rough. So that's something to think about for future, is to be able to hover over something to get exactly what this is. But it does say choose one. It steals the enchantment of other cards. Hold on. It steals the enchantment of all the other cards shown. Okay. So we have plenty of things here. Let's see here. Did we talk about the chariot? We did. The Queen of the Empress just sounds fun, and I do have Empress cards, and I have the pin that re-triggers Empress cards. So we'll grab the Queen of the Empress. And it also... So every single enchantment that was showing, it grabbed all those enchantments as well. Okay. After each trial you clear, you can choose the next one you face. Ooh. Okay, so if we were to, let's say, translate this to Balatro language, this would be the boss blind rule. So at the trial, when we get to the trial, if we make it that far, you can no longer rotate, and when you discard a card, the next card will be discarded as well. Or, if you rotate a held card from its starting orientation, a position on the cloth will gain demand. If you place the card on any other space or discard it, fate goes up by 20%. So, you can no longer rotate. I think I'll go with Stifling Orthodoxy. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to add more cards to the deck. Okay, we still have, yeah, we have all these cards that are basically pushing themselves to the top of our deck. So with an Empress, because we like the third row, we're going to put that there. Now here's the Page of the Emperor. It creates marks. For each uncovered mark, draw a random card from your deck and place it on the space. So this is interesting, because I can actually just start filling up anywhere I want with random cards. I think I'll do that there. Okay. So that's interesting. And I like that it says wasteful because, enjoy the lurk and enjoy the film. This is where it says wasteful because right now I have these maxed out and there's nothing on them. So I should put something on them. Okay, let's do this. Oh, wow. I am not doing well with this at all. That I think the Page of the Emperor messed up my thinking. Okay, let's reverse the Knight of the Fool. Okay. And let's put the 5 of the Empress here. But that'll start re-triggering more cards. There we go. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So I like that also each of the, you add a new card to your deck, you change a new card is interesting. So we have to match 2 of the same suit and you gain 3 cards with the suit of the first match found. So Flippy, Flippy. So the question is, do I want, I think I want wand. I think I'm going to go with wands. Oh, actually, hold on. This is one I haven't done before, isn't it? Cover gain 5 power for each reading you've cleared with this card in your deck. Yeah, okay. We'll go with that one. We haven't done that one yet. And we can also choose not to. That's a nice thing with roguelikes is you can just choose to take nothing and skip it. If like you're like, no, these cards are going to mess up my entire day, just skip it. But I'm not skipping. Okay, let me look at these new cards. So this is your cards, you start getting different suits. So it starts to change up your strategy a little bit. So the Hierophant cards, if covered, you gain 5 power for each reading you've cleared with this card in your deck. So these are, the more you win with them, the more powerful they get. Over here you can see basically your deck's layout, how many you have of each suit, and sorry, how many you have of each card and each suit. Yeah, I'm doing more creation. Actually, we're gonna destroy because that Emperor card's kind of messing with me. Okay, the Queen of the Empress. Once again, I'll put you here. All of my Empress cards are going on the 3rd row. They just are. Let's get you covered. Oh, that's fine. We're gonna figure you out. Okay, so the interesting thing about the Emperor is it's going to pull 2 random cards from my deck and place them there. Oh, or I could put them here. I could put you here, and then you can't do that. There we go. So that's the way to get around the Emperor suit, is to put it where stuff can't fill the empty spaces. Okay. The Priestess, create marks that increase the capacity of their spaces by 1. So if I place this here, that 3 of 3, so if I basically placed that there, and the 3 of 3 turned into a 4 of 4. So that's what the Priestess is good for. Oh. This is interesting. So I don't get to choose which card is destroyed. This one's interesting. Mirage. You can choose 0 or 1. If I choose 0, all of the cards are destroyed. If I choose 1, the unselected cards transform their suit into that of the chosen card. So I'm going to choose the Priestess because I really like the way that this increases the capacity. So I'm going to confirm that, and then it should transform both of these into Priestess cards. Hey! Burr, 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 burr. All right. We'll go with augmentation. That destruction was interesting. Again, like, they're doing really fun things, and I like that even though I've been choosing augmentation multiple times, the augmentation event is different. So it's not the same kind of augmentation. I want to see what another destruction looks like. So we'll try and get through this reading, and then might be time to wind down. Okay, So we did start with the page of the Emperor, which sucks. That's okay. That's fine. You know what? We're gonna bank on getting Empress cards. So I'm gonna put you here. Okay. Okay. That didn't work. That's fine. That was totally fine. However, if I put the 2 of the Priestess here, that will already cover you. Hey, DC, welcome on in. Okay, so I'm going to put the 2 of the Priestess here. That means that that's going to... Sorry. It's going to increase the capacity by 1 of this one and this one. Okay, so now instead of just like 1 of 3, they can have 4 marks. Okay. The Queen of the Empress has so many enchantments on it because it grabbed the enchantments of all of those things. And also... Okay, I'm going to put you here because that means you're actually going to trigger twice. Okay, so now we have something with 4 marks available. I really should put you there because then you'll cover the page of the Emperor and the 2 of the Priestess. Yeah, we haven't actually been getting very many points, and I need to be better about that. Okay. Page of the Hierophant. You have a weird layout. I think you get a retrigger if there's a card next to you, so I'm going to put that there. Okay. This is the other thing is, let me see if there's a way to... Not really. You almost need a way to reduce the zoom because, as you can see, this card has a lot... This card has a lot of stuff. So to be able to figure out how to see it all, you need to be able to sort of scroll through it. Okay, so let's see here. We have the 5 of the Empress. If I put it here, it should retrigger you and cover those marks. Oh, I failed. I didn't make enough and I ran out of energy. Okay, so let's see here. So we can see what we picked up. We can also see our pins. We only had the 1 pin. So you can see what you did. Yeah, we needed 60 power and we did not get it. We can restart this one or we can go home. I think we'll go home. This is cool. I think it definitely needs a little bit of, just a little bit of coddling, but it's interesting and it's a different way to think about a deck builder. Because normally you're just thinking about getting hands and getting points. This one also adds position, which of course it's a tarot layout. So yeah. So yeah, I like this one. And let's see here. So it's in the Steam store. Feel free to wishlist it if you like. And yeah, we'll head out to the main menu. But yeah, I really like the style. I like how they've made it very simple. Not tons of, but I do see the Balatro inspiration here, and that the art for the cards is simple, but then they started really quickly making each suit have different impacts on the board, and that's the thing to think about. But yeah, so it's very neat. Cartomantic, wishlist it, pop it in the Steam store, and yeah. So very cool. Also, I can see that taking up a lot. Like I can see myself going down a rabbit hole with that one. That would be a problem. And yeah. Yeah.